Yeah, just a little Sunday service, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Usual Sunday service. Yeah. To those who passed away, RIP. To those who left behind, thoughts are with you. Those in hospital, thinking of you and sending some guidance and strength. Yeah. So this Mother's Day today. Yeah, big thanks to all the mothers out there doing their job right. Also, the ones that are not actually their mothers but still taking responsibility and caring for the children. Also, it may be Mother's Day, but I'd also thank the fathers as well that are taking responsibility and being a mother as well as a father. Take my hat off to you. Enough love. We got, like I said, it takes a village to grow a child, and without these women, these children will be ruthless. So yeah, my hat's off to you. We have the news this week. Where can we start? We've got the 15-year-old being searched and that. And what can I say? I'm going to do a talk on this. I won't talk too much on it. The same thing, I'm going to do one on the Queen and the Commonwealth. I'll do one of that straight after this, so I won't really talk too much on about that as well. But yeah, debate. What they did was wrong, and I know a few people have mentioned it, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of people out there going on about it and saying that there's nothing wrong in it. But like I said to you, it's the people that are saying it are like I said, mostly white. I haven't heard any black people say that what was done was right. It just seems to be acceptable, but it's all right while it's somebody else's child being done. But if it was your child, I'm sure you'd be coming up with a different thing, and I'll be talking about a few examples that have come up where it's been opposites, been white people been done, and what the outcome is. So I'll talk about that in a minute. We have, like I said to you, the Prince. They messed up. Yeah, they're getting rid of Harry, yeah, and Meghan. They should have been the ones to go out to the Commonwealth countries because it would have been more acceptable. People would have accepted them. The fact that you sent William and Kate and the way it was done, like I said, I'll go into that and the more repercussions from it as well. Again, I said to people say, oh, we should be grateful. Head of state. What is head of state? Please, I'd like people to explain to me what head of state actually means. Yeah, and what are the benefits for the head of state and the disadvantages for that country. We also talk about the word independence. Like I said, a lot of these things I'll be going through. I want people to explain to me what independence means because as far as I was concerned, Jamaica's come up to its 50th anniversary of independence, but they're not independent. They're independent by word. Barbados, all those Commonwealth countries, but I'll go into it another time on my next video. So please subscribe and you'll be getting dated with the new videos that I'll be doing. So we have the cost of living crisis happening here. We have the budget. It was a joke. Yeah, it was more of it was a brilliant. Like I said, what people got to understand with politicians as well is that you think they're talking to you. They're not actually talking to you. They're talking to their cronies. They're people that are actually going to benefit from all this. Nothing there benefits us middle class, or like I said, I've said what middle class means. Us people at the bottom, there was nothing there to help us. Petrol prices, put the petrol up first over the last 2-3 weeks. Put them up. They knew what you were going to do because they got inside trading. You told them what they're going to do, so they put their prices up, and then you put them 5%. The 5% ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Electric bills and all that. I don't understand why it has to be. We've been told that the electric companies are making money hand over fist. That was before you allowed them to go up. Now it's just. But in France government has told the electric companies that they have to put a cap on it, and they will not exceed that. Yeah, and if they do, they'll be fined. Yeah, and they're taking some of their assets to sit there and offset to help the country. Our country Again, capitalism. Yeah, people keep talking about capitalism. This is the results of capitalism. Yeah, capitalism is when they sell off everything and they give it to the private sector, and we should be better off. We're getting ripped apart. Yeah, we're getting ripped, and I don't understand how people in this country are so. I can't even say the word civilized. It's not civilized because we're not. We're very barbaric. Yeah, all the things that we go and do to other countries, we're very barbaric, and this is not me saying it to you that are watching it, the normal people. It's the people at the top. Yeah, the British people are very, compassionate and very helpful. But it's those people at the top that are controlling that have no love for anyone. Yeah, they're sitting there. The reason, like I said, I'd like there to be an inquiry to sit there and know what these MPs, say lobbying, what does lobbying do? This is the consequences of lobbying. Yeah, how many of these politicians have got shares in all of this stuff that's going on? Yeah, all these companies that are robbing us, rich and taking a pee out of us. Yeah, they've got shares in it. That's why they can't do anything. Sunak, what's he going to do? He's not doing, like I said to you, conservative, conserve. Con us to conserve all the power with them. We've got the bank talking about the interest rates are going to go up. Do you understand really what goes on there as well? Yeah? People don't get it. The Bank of England is private. It's not owned by this country. Yeah? It's a private entity. Yeah? And they're giving you money when they cut trees down and they make paper and they sell you the paper. Let's think about that. Yeah? There's no logic into what is going on. Yeah? How can interest rates go up? Yeah? And that will lead to, and it will lead on to what I was saying about the Queen and the Caribbean, the Commonwealth countries. Do you know our debt? Do you know how we're able to borrow money? Right. It might sound a bit trivial, but think about when you go to get a mortgage or you go to get a loan. What does a bank man ask you? What have you got? What assets have you got to loan against? Yeah, or how are you going to pay it back? Yeah. So what this country has done, yeah, under the Commonwealth, the Queen, and everything else, what they've done is they have got loans from the IMF off the backs of the Commonwealth countries. Yeah. Like I said, I'll go into a bit more of that when I do my talk in a minute after this. Yeah. So that's why those countries are so poor. How can all those countries be so rich in assets but broke in money? Yeah. Or the people are starving? Answer yourself that question. Independent. How are you independent if you still got the head of state as the Queen? So as the head of state, do you not pay for this service? Does she not get her cut? Yeah? And William says, we need to go forward and make changes and we're friendship. We are friends, are we? Is that what you see as a friend? A friend that dominates you, takes your money and gives you nothing back. That's a good friend. And that's, like I said, the problem we have in this country. We don't seem to get it. Yeah, we're talking about the Queen and what actual benefits are there to us? Yeah, even in this country, what benefits is the Queen to us? Honestly. Yeah. No one can answer it. Oh, she's a good head of state. What does that mean? What actual benefit to us? Right now, people are going to starve this year. Yeah, they reckon 10,000 people a year die of the cold, of not being able to put gas and electric on and freeze to death. Yeah, 10,000 people a year, and that was before this thing. Now, how many people are going to starve now? Yeah, loads. And there's no seem to be I don't hear the Queen offering to help you out. I don't offer here them saying they're going to cut down what they're going to take from us. Yeah. But like I said, what are the benefits of having them? Yeah? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Yeah. Like I said to you, again, let's see, we've got the politicians talking. We're gonna bring in 150,000 people. They're going to bring into the country. A lot of them children and women. Now, I don't mean to be critical and all that. We have 1% of rapes and domestic violence is actually dealt with and prosecuted. And we're bringing all these women in, and you don't think nothing's going to happen to them? They don't want to show us any stats on child abuse, paedophilia. There's no stats on it. Yeah? And we know that goes on rife. And you want to take in all these children? Where are they going to go to? Yeah? We can't even vet and control what happens in this country. Yeah, and how we vet these parents that we're giving children to. Yeah, we don't vet them properly. Yeah. Now we understand, like I said, paedophilia that is rife in this country. You know what I'm saying to you? So why we're so happy to take children? People are driving over to bring back children. Did you know that on one border, in the first 2 weeks, they said it was 150 children went missing. Then now Biden comes and says, Russia took 2,500 children. How can Russia take 2,500 children? It's if all the places where the people are leaving, they're leaving the opposite way to Russia. So they're coming down to the Commonwealth, so they're coming back to the NATO countries. So how does Russia take in 250,000 children, 2,500 children, and they've gone missing? Yeah? We know trafficking. We're not doing nothing to stop all that. Yeah? Essentially. So when we talk about, and then the government talking about we're going to help the Ukrainian people with aid. Yeah? Aid is weapons. And we do not make weapons. Private companies make the weapons. So we are buying, yeah? Our money is going to these private companies to give them weapons. There's no humanitarian aid. The humanitarian aid is coming from us people, raising money and driving out there. I don't hear, like I said to you, why don't you get the ferry company to take one of their boats, you know what I'm saying to you, and you can just go over there and take the people, bring them back. Yeah? And they can stay on there until things are sorted out. Everybody wants to, like I said, 150,000 people want to take people. Now, let me ask you a question. We also raised 150 million. I'd like to know at the end of this year how much money is going to be raised, yeah, to help the people in this country, yeah, pay their bills and put food on the table. Food banks cannot get rid of vegetables and potatoes. Why? Because the people cannot afford to boil them, to cook them. But we're the sixth richest country in the world. No, we have the sixth richest set of people in the world, in our country. We are not the sixth richest because everybody's starving. Yeah? And then what they do is they divide us by talking about colour. Yeah? Now, I've explained this before and I've said this before. We are all at the bottom of the barrel. But because the system's telling you you're next in line, but you've been next in line all your life. Yeah? You've been your parents were next in line. Parents before that were in line. Well, they've got nothing. You've got nothing. Yeah? I don't see the royal family offering up any of their buildings to house these people. I don't hear none of these politicians. All these politicians coming up with excuses why we cannot do any charity. Rich people are not compassionate. They do not care. They rely on us poor people to have compassion for each other. Yeah, and that's what they're relying on now. But like I said to you again, 150,000 people, I'd like to know if any of those people are going to be willing at the end of this year to take the homeless people from this country. Yeah? And all the government are going to do is going to cause another. Well, the only good thing is, as a black people, we're not going to be the first people that everyone's going to be upset with. Yeah? When things really get bad. Yeah? Because they're going to sit and say, the government can fund the Chinese coming here. Yeah? The government can fund the Ukrainian people coming here. They can't fund. Now we understand why it's so hard for black people to get in this country, because now, even the war is just stupid. Like I said to you, the reason why all these people are getting upset at the moment is because it's white on white. If it was white on black, yeah, or black on black, it'll be all right. It's cool. Let them die and kill themselves. They're animals. No, sorry. We are the animals here in this country. Yeah, we have the politicians. If you ever watch Animal Farm, the pigs, yeah, and their troughs, and they're sitting there and they're just making sure they're eating, and you lot are starving. Yeah, they're sacrificing you lot, but you lot don't see it. It's all right. Yeah, the government are going to do everything for you. The Queen and everything's going to help you out. Yeah. No, you sit there and wait for it. Yeah, you sit there and carry on taking the crap that you're taking. Because I'm all right, I'm working, doing my thing. I know I'm just surviving. I'm not I'm not too bothered. I said to you, I know we are born with nothing and you die with nothing. Yeah? You want to sit there and moan and say about black people, you say about what's going on there. Now, who sacked all those people on the P&O? Was it White? Oh. Who's robbed all those people now? The new one that's coming out now is that everyone's been paying for this during the COVID time. They brought out all this, not regulated by the government, but they're supposed to be in charge. Why are they not regulating things? Why are they allowing companies to take the piss? Yeah? I'll go into another video, like I said, I'm going to do the Great Reset. So the Great Reset is going to come up. I'm going to do a thing about the Queen and the Commonwealth countries, and I'm going to do a thing on the 15-year-old and how we can help make changes in the future for ourselves. We can't keep moaning about it. It's crap. We've been moaning. These things have been going on for so long, and nothing's going to change. Yeah, 1/3 of all arrests and strip searches of youngsters, children, is done to the black community. But we're only 4% of the population. Does that make any sense? And we're not all over this country. Yeah, people need to understand we're only little clutters around little places. Yeah, but like I said, I'll go into that on the video. But yeah, listen, try and get back on a positive note. Let's try and help each other. We've got to try and find ideas to help each other and make it think benefits. We've got to stick together because right now they're dividing us. Yeah, and it's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. Yeah, like I said to you, when you think William and Kate wearing white and you see them by the fences, that was done on purpose. That was done. So I'll go into that on my video. But yeah, listen, happy Mother's Day. Continue the good work. Yeah, without you, people like me and all these other people out there would not be where we are now. We wouldn't have the feelings and emotions that we have and positiveness, and because it takes a woman to grow. Behind every good man, there's a good woman. You don't find behind every good man, there's a good man. Yeah, behind every good woman, there's a good man. No, it doesn't work that way. It's the opposite way around. Yeah, so enough love and continue on the good work. Don't give up. And yeah, like I said, my heart goes out to you, all those people that are struggling out there. Yeah, the Most High, is, like I said to you, is not, but we've got to learn to stop worrying so much about material things, because we sit there and gloat and mash up ourselves for having these material things. Yeah, we have, like I said, there's no slavery. Don't understand in this country, you are slaves. You sit there and you compare yourself to say how better off you are because you compare to other countries like Africa and all those places. Look, we're better off than them. Look at them, they're uncivilized. They're uncivilized because they haven't got a chance. Yeah, but like I said, I'll get into those videos in the next one. But like I said, have a good Sunday. Please subscribe. Yeah, this is, like I said to you, we can only communicate and help each other by, like I said to you, just subscribing and helping me to push out this information out to people. You might not feel it's for you, but it could be for somebody else. Should you sharing is caring. Yeah, and I know a lot of people don't care to share. Yeah, but I'm saying to you is, but when you want someone to share for you, you want someone to put their hand out and help you. So, like I said to you, on your good day, help. On a bad day, help. Nothing but love.